you have any embarrassing date stories?
I was on a date with this guy. He was just beautiful. He was like 6'7", and he was wearing a white shirt, and I had like done all my makeup to look cute. And after dinner, I like gave him a hug goodbye, and I left a full face of foundation on his white shirt, and he was like, "You left?" And I was like, so embarrassed. We ended up going to the Target next door and like getting a new shirt because I felt so bad that I had gotten orange all over his white, like nice white shirt.
I like this guy. My little brother was 3 and he was like, "Is that the person Chloe likes?" And I was so embarrassed. He said the name and everything right in front of him. I was like,
You know that feed on Instagram we can see what other people like? This one boy had like this one picture, meant to send to my friend and was like, "Hey, like he just liked this random picture, like that's so weird." And I accidentally sent it to him, the picture that he had liked. I texted it right to him, and I was so embarrassed. He didn't answer me for a while, and I texted him like 10 things. I was like, "Bye, moving to Brazil, changing my name, dyeing my hair, you'll never see me again." Like, and he was really sweet about it, but I felt so awkward. And to this day, I'm very, very careful when I type in a person's name to make sure you're not sending it to someone you don't want to send it to.
I went on a first date to a baseball game, and I don't know anything about baseball, and I kept on getting the ball mixed with birds. So they didn't catch it. It's just still up in the air. That's a bird.
I got my pants pulled down in front of my crush when I was like 10. It was like the worst, like most embarrassing moment of my life. I'll never forget it. I just kind of stood there and like kind of just like looked embarrassed, pulled my pants back up. It was by like the older bully in the neighborhood too, in front of the girl that I liked.
There was one day where I just would not stop tripping. For I don't know what reason. I'm usually kind of good at walking in heels. And I wasn't even wearing like big heels. I think it was these shoes too. I literally was just tripping the whole time.
We were walking around and I just had to go to the bathroom, like right now. I went to where I knew a bathroom was and then it was locked. I was like, "Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?" And so I was like, "It's okay, there's a cheesecake factory right there. I'll walk in." They were just closing. And I was like, "Oh my gosh." I just started running. And I just started running to the movie theater because I knew they would be open and there'd be a bathroom in there. He just started running with me. He's like, "Why are we running?" And I was like, "I have to use the bathroom."
We went to jump in the pool on my first date and bottoms came off. Yeah, so I'm sure you won't forget that one.
In high school, I feel like I had like really like nervous, clammy hands. So every time I'd hold hands with a boy, I'd be like, oh my god, like he'd feel it, he hates me, it's so gross.
The first time you came over to my place, I forgot to pay my electricity bill, so I was on the phone with the electrical company for like an hour. This is her first time here. I was like, I promise, I'm like responsible. I'm kind of an adult. I was so embarrassed.
He was freaking out, and I'm really easygoing. I was relaxed. I was like, "I know that you take care of yourself. I know you're like fine." So I was just in there, and he's like, I'll be back. And like his phone died, and none of the electricity was working, so he had to go in his car.
He didn't even have electricity.
Nothing. It was
like, poor thing.
so bad.
We went mini golfing. It was really cute at first. We're like on the third course or whatever it's called. I'm feeling more confident, and I'm like, all right, great. Well, I'm just gonna really hit it this time. I get ready to swing, and I hit him in the stomach really hard. And I go, "Oh no, I'm so sorry." And he's like, "It's fine." And then I go again, and I do it, and then my golf club soars and it goes into the little like puddle thing. It was just terrible. It was just like one after the other, just so bad.
I think I was like 15 or 16, and this guy that I was like talking to, we decided to go to see a movie, and he knew that I didn't like scary movies, but he wanted that whole cliche like, "Oh, cling on to me" thing. So he tried to get us into some R-rated movie. We got kicked out. We couldn't go in. So we went to see like the Hulk instead, which I had no like desire to see whatsoever. And the whole time he kept like inching his hand next to mine, but he like wouldn't actually hold my hand. He would put his pinky over, like 2 fingers. I was like, oh my gosh, guy, come on. But we dated, and we're dating, so it obviously worked.
My first kiss was right after we went to McDonald's, so it tasted like McDonald's chicken nuggets. So yeah, not the most pleasant. It's really gross.
I was meeting his parents. It was like afternoon and I said good morning. I don't know, I just felt so stupid. It was like, it wasn't even that bad right in the moment. I was like walking out and I said good morning, like, and it was like literally like almost nighttime. I don't know, it was like so dumb.
We went to a fondue restaurant. I'm like getting my fondue, like the cheese on like a piece of bread, and I like go to like lift it up, and the fondue like that's on the bread spills all over me.
It was in the movies, you know, your classic movie day. This guy leans in to kiss me, but I just burst out laughing. I don't know why I did this, but it was the funniest thing to me. And then I felt really bad afterwards because his self-esteem must have been like, boom. He tried again, and then a third time, and I was just laughing. Like, I could not stop laughing. I just found it so funny.
We were in at a lake, and we went like wakeboarding, and then like I flew off, and I like hit myself in my bathing suit, like came on. It was really bad.
I was like 15 and it was at this girl's house. We had a nice meal, everything was going great. I met her brother, she had a dog. I go outside and I start playing catch with her brother, and he throws a ball and I go to chase after it, and I slip and I slide in the grass into the dog's poop. It went all up my leg. I had to stay outside the rest of the time. I waited for my parents to get me, and that's how the day ended.
I tripped and fell down some stairs. Like there was just like one step that I missed, and I tried to like play it off like I was super cool, but I totally twisted my ankle. He had some sympathy for me and stuff, and we got to like sit and he took care of me, so it was okay.
I did the classic toilet paper on the shoe at the movie's first date. One time I was like going to put my arm around like someone, I just like, knocked him in the head with my elbow.
Whenever I have a crush on someone, like when I talk to them, like I'm always like stuttering, like I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm like, how are you today? It's really weird.
We had gone to a movie, you know, everything was really great. It was going well. At the end of the movie, we went and got some froyo, and we were sitting in his car and we were talking. We hadn't kissed yet, and he leaned in for our first kiss, and someone starts banging on the window, and I'm freaking out. I'm thinking someone's running into the parking lot. It's my 3 best friends, and they just so happened to be in that parking lot, and they didn't know I was going on a date, and they opened the door. Sierra, what are you doing? And he is just bright red faced.
Never actually kissed yet.
We did not kiss that night, but those 3 girls are now in our wedding. They never let us live that down.